Hello guys, it's our Cooper Bro back again for another historical video, a uniform video of mine. And something that was probably not expected was for me to, of course, I started off World War II, U.S., and that definitely needs improvements, undoubtedly. And then I moved over to Vietnam War, a U.S. Marine, which I'm still doing actually, and I did improve the uniform, so I'm planning on one more final video, well, not to say final, but one more video of like my complete 2-9 U.S.M.C. during the Vietnam War, approximately around 1969, later war. But anyway, something you guys probably did not expect is for me to jump back to World War II, and especially something a little niche. Something that you guys probably don't know about me is that I'm Polish. I admit it. I am. Actually, I take pride in it. So, of course, I'm naturally interested in Polish history, and one of the key things that stuck out for me was actually the Warsaw Uprising of 1944, and important to mention as well, the Ghetto Uprising of 1943. But for now, I'm putting together a Warsaw Uprising, a basic uniform just for now. As you can see, I'm wearing normal, casual, civilian clothing, of course adorned with the home army, Armia Krajowa. I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. Maybe not. Polish, I don't know any of it. I only speak English. And actually, I miraculously passed French, so I barely know any French as well. But anyway, I digress. But as you can see, the Armia Krajowa home army band. And then, let me move a little closer. These I made myself, the collar tabs for the Polish flag. I'm pretty proud of them. I think they're nice. I like them a lot. And I also made another for an M43 field cap. I've had the field cap for a while. I can't remember if I've shown it in a video or not, but I have had it for a while. I did dirty it up, as you can see, but this I made myself, and I am very proud of it. I know how to sew. I may not speak other languages, but at least I could sew. That's pretty good. So I could sew. And this I'm using just for the basic uniform. It is, I'm pretty sure it's like by Rothko. It's their cheap medic bag or whatever. But anyway, before I even made my World War II U.S. uniform, I picked this up at like a surplus store or something. Not very good. I actually repainted the outside. I used oil paints. I did use oil paint, so the paint is historically accurate. It is. But yes, I just painted the front to make it look like an actual medic bag. It's actually not bad material. Not one bit. As to whether it could be historically accurate, I'm not sure. Because I still can't figure out if these pieces are like actual metal or plastic or whatever. I mean, of course, plastic at that point did exist, but it's not like it's going to be so widespread in a war-torn Poland. But anyway, still I digress. So, got this bag right here. Fits pretty good. Definitely fits the uniform. Maybe I could move it back just a bit. Just a bit. Let me tuck that back there. Not half bad. All right, feels pretty good. I could live with it. I can. And actually, so this is one of my favorite things to wear with this uniform. My captured cap. But another cool thing that I have is, and this I think I actually did show in like another video, but I really, really wanted to join World War I Italian reenacting unit. I believe they're the 89th Regimento. So anyway, I was starting to do that, and then I realized that I am still a college student living at home, and I don't work all that much. Well, I do work, not as much as I'd like though. Long story short, I don't make enough money to financially support all the World War I reenacting stuff because it's very expensive. Vietnam was expensive too, don't get me wrong, but because it's more modern, it was more affordable. By the way, what do you guys think of the mustache? Yay or nay? I'm a fan of it. But anyway, so I got this M15 Adrian, which I was originally supposed to use for that World War I Italian unit. I'm not doing it anymore, and this was quite expensive. It actually came from Italy itself. It uses really, really nice Italian leather. It's really nicely made. But I'm like, wow, how can I make a use for it? And funny enough, as you can see, it's a little dirty. Funny enough, guess what the Polish cavalry used before they crumbled in 1939? They wore an Adrian just like this. It's got the rim as well, just like this. And from what I could collect, they didn't have the Polish Falcon or Polish Eagle, whatever you prefer. You could go either or. They did not have that little badge, that Polish Falcon on the front, which works out perfectly because if I'm in Warsaw, there's no way that I'm not saying that there's no way people are gonna find ways to do anything, but it's gonna be really difficult for me to go to France, get the Adrians that the French made for the Polish refugees, which did have an eagle on them, and go all the way back to Warsaw. So anyway, this is more historically accurate. This is, I want to say the WZ-30 cavalry helmet, something like that. Anyway, I'll show you how I look. I like it. It is pretty snug. The leather is very nice and historically accurate, so even better. But that's not something I'm gonna wear all the time because, like I said, I like my M43 field cap. I did just want to show it off though because that is a part of the uniform, and historically accurate because I've actually seen some footage from the Uprising where anything Adrian looking like I did see people wear. I definitely saw that Adrian. I actually also saw an SSH 36 helmet, which is a really nice helmet. It is. There's like a fuzzy there or something. I like it. It's very comfortable. So if you're on this side, you know for a fact that I'm a part of the home army. But if we look on this side, assuming that this collar is tucked a little, I could just be an average citizen. You don't know. You don't know until I flip over to this side. But anyway, I digress. As usual, this video is definitely informal. It's fun. I just want to get a good basis of where I'm at with my uniform. So let me show you the weaponry I have. I have my 1911 because they were dropped. I'm not sure if any British would have dropped them. I could see it. I should mention the Warsaw Uprising is very interesting because as much as they needed Allied support, there was next to none. They did get some. I know, I want to say either the British or, no, excuse me, September 17th, the Americans, I want to say they flew from Italy to airdrop over Warsaw. They missed their mark, so it didn't go very good. And that was only because Stalin of the USSR permitted them like that one time. Stalin was hard, like, he didn't want the Warsaw Uprising to succeed. He was hard against allowing the insurgents to win and survive and get a seat at the negotiating table. So he did not allow the Allied forces to land their supplying aircraft on Soviet bases. Funny enough, there was an instance where the Hungarian Air Force actually did do airdrop over Warsaw just because Poles and Hungarians historically have loved each other. And that really is the best word to use for it. They loved each other. The British, of course, dropped a ton. A little history lesson there. So if you guys get anything away from this video, I hope that's probably the highlighted thing. But yeah, 1911 could have been dropped by Americans or Brits. So yeah, very neat, very neat. And I'll just keep that there. I could grab it pretty good. I'm taking it out. It was uncomfortable. Another thing I have, which I'm not quite sure if I've shown, is an MP40. Of course, the German submachine gun of World War II. Very nice because it's folding stock. And I want to say that was the only submachine gun at the time that had a folding stock, but please don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. The Sten was also used. That's a very nice submachine gun. Lightweight, cheap. That was the good thing about it. MP40 was very powerful though. So anyway, I really like this machine gun. And by the way, all these are airsoft models. I like using this uniform when I play airsoft. So, MP40. However, that's not really my main go-to for the submachine gun. It's very nice because, like I said, it's pretty compact, lightweight. What I really favor those, hold on. PPSH, which I did show off before. So I like this PPSH a lot. I don't know if I ever told the story about it. Before I deleted Reddit. And I matured. I grew up. Before life got better. I had Reddit. And when I deleted it, life got better. There is a correlation there. I'm just kidding. Anyway. So before I deleted Reddit, I was in, I think it was the Airsoft subreddit or like World War II, but anyway, there was this guy who was just like, hey, I'm selling this. We negotiated. I said, how much? Anyway, we worked out the price, and I tried to contact this dude for like I give it 2 months straight, right? Literally no answer. So then, I'm trying to get, if he's not going to respond to me, I'm like, well, I want my money back because I'm a little worried. I think I just got scammed. So I'm like going through all this stuff on PayPal. Then I finally get it in the mail. he still didn't respond to me, nothing. But what was nice of him was he also included like other military surplus stuff. That was really nice of him. He did not have to do that, so that was very nice. But anyway, as soon as I got in the mail, made sure this bad boy worked. I dropped like that PayPal case. I was like, hey, we're all good. Got what I wanted, thank you. So anyway, I like to call this the Reddit PPSH. And funny enough, it slaps. It is freaking phenomenal. It is, I want to say an S&T PPSH. I want to say, I'm not quite sure though, but nonetheless, it's really good. It's got the drum mag. I actually do have a sling for this. So, like I said, that's my main submachine gun that I actually use for this. And I do have one more weapon. I can't remember if I ever showed it off. It is the coup de grace of all of my airsoft rifles. It's even better than, actually, I was going to say it's better than my M1 Grand, which is currently broken. I need to fix it. But the M1 Grand's really good. So, this one I know for a fact is S&T. This is the S&T Car 98K. I do have a sling for it. I got it off of at the front. I'm actually just where here. I'm in the process of oiling it up with mink oil, protecting it against the weather and all the elements. So I'm just doing that. But I got this maybe a little over a year ago, just about. It is phenomenal. Really, really good. The build is amazing. Whatever metal or material they're using, it's great. It is, excuse me, I just had lunch. I think it's real wood with a texture over it, which, I mean, I'm not much a fan of, but the real wood is nice. You know, it's got some weight to it. I like that. Bolt action. I don't want the shell ejecting ones because who wants to pick up shells all the time? No one. So you actually load it through a magazine that is like underneath here. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's very smooth, very accurate, and I also got this model because I haven't had a sniper before, and I was kind of interested. Oh, another fuzzy, great. And I was kind of interested in a sniper. So this one also doubles as one because I have a scope right here. So all you gotta do is just slide it right, oh, excuse me. All I gotta do, oh, it was the wrong way. All I gotta do is slide it right on. I don't know if you guys hold up. In case you guys have a model of this too, in the odd chance. If you get the scope with it, you could just slide, well, there's also a side attachment right here that you need, but it comes with the scope, I wanna say. Anyway, you just slide it. You just slide it right on, push it forward. Then you take this little thing right here. If it's over here, you don't want it there. You want it right over there. Make sure it's tightened. And it's good. So now your Car 98K is a sniper. So it's very nice. I tried using it as the sniper. I just can't get it zeroed for the life of me. I still need to work on that. But as just a bolt action rifle itself, it is phenomenal. So, oh yeah, and I didn't even address the uniform. I'm just wearing basic civilian clothing. This is actually just a plain gray flannel, or flannel material, I guess. So that'd be like cotton. Anyway, got it off at Amazon. Super cheap, super easy. Like I said, I did the collar tabs myself. This I just got at like, it was pretty much a thrift find. It's actually pretty comfortable with this. Especially since this outfit is more of an early war. Early Warsaw Uprising. I don't really have much equipment and materials on me. And then another thrift find was these corduroys, which are very, very comfortable, along with some boots. And I definitely want to change up the boots because they are modern. If I could get something just a little, like something that looks a little more vintage, I think I'd be a happy man. But until then, they work fine. And you can barely tell. So let me get the PPSH with it. Bear with me. Woo. Anyway. Okay, I was gonna try to loosen up this thing. Never mind. And this is my Warsaw Uprising uniform. Cool. That's about it. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope that you learned a thing or two, and be sure to stay tuned for my Vietnam uniform video. I looked down there because all my Vietnam stuff is right there. I had to move it out of the way because I still want it to be a surprise. So stay tuned for my Vietnam uniform stuff. And again, thank you for watching. If you liked it or didn't like it or have any comments or critiques, be sure to put them in the comment section, please. And take care.